Hi, my name is Rachel Richardson and I'm in the Corps de Ballet of American Ballet Theatre. This week at the Metropolitan Opera House we would have been performing Giselle as a part of our spring season, so I'm going to lead you through a short Giselle-themed ballet bar. To start, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what makes this ballet special and why it's one of my favorites. One role that I really love playing is Moyna. It's in Act 2. Moyna is one of the lead willies, and the willies are all women who have died before they were able to be married, and they all were sort of hurt by their fiancés. So they're really sort of known as strong, independent women who are a little bit evil, and they actually tend to hurt the men who come to the graveyard or who have hurt other willies. So Giselle dies because her fiance, Prince Albrecht, lies to her, and so she dies of a broken heart. And when he comes to the grave, as well as Hilarion, who's another man who loved Giselle, when they come to the graveyard, all of the willies sort of attack them, and they're led by their willy queen, Myrta. So one thing I thought was really interesting is that I've actually read in some literature that the willies are portrayed as having really evil smiles all the time and sort of as laughing in like an evil way. And that's just very different than the way that we portray it in the ballet, because we're all very stone-faced and we're sort of not showing emotion. So it was just interesting to read that and understand that the way they're portrayed in literature is a little bit different. I thought it would always be fun to like do it with an evil smile the whole time. Moyna itself, the role, has always been really fun to play. This past year I got to work with several different people on the role just because I asked for their help, including Stella and Susan Jones and Irina Kopakova. And it's always really special to get feedback from a lot of different people and to hear how they can help you. So that was really fun. Another interesting thing about Giselle is that Act 1 and Act 2 are so totally different. Act 1 is very vibrant in colors and it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of sort of acting and animated acting, and then Act 2 is, like I said, very sort of reserved and a lot of stone cold faces, apart from Albrecht or Hilarion, who are sort of experiencing the whirlwind of being in the forest with the willies. And the whole scene is very dark. There's dark trees, so they're just like very contrasting. And so in the first part of the bar, I'll go through sort of some of the more fun acting parts of Giselle. Act 1, I'll incorporate them into the steps. And then in the second act, it's really more about the solemn, spirit-like quality of willies.
So to start, we're going to do pliés inspired by Giselle's first entrance scene. So in this scene, she has a little flower, and she's picking off the petals, trying to figure out if the prince, Albrecht, loves her or not. So we're going to start in first position, and we're going to go plié, pick one flower, he loves me. Plié, pick another flower, he loves me not. Then we'll do a grand plié. Now we're going to count our petals to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, it means he doesn't love me. Toss it away, and Giselle is very dramatic. So we're going to do a dramatic choreograph forward and back. And then again, we're going to do it in second position. Pick one petal, he loves me. Pick another petal, he loves me not. Grand plié. We're going to releve up, count our petals. No, he doesn't love me. Toss the flower, quarter bras to one side, quarter bras to the other side. Tendu to fourth position. Now here we're going to take 3 steps. 1, 2, tendu, knock, knock, like you're knocking on Giselle's door. Then you're going to take 3 steps back, and you're going to listen to hear if the prince has knocked on your door. Then we're going to do a grand plié. Then you're going to go up and find your balance in sous-sus. Then to go to the other side, you're going to quickly straighten yourself out, run over, do a curtsy, and prepare for the next side. Demi, look, he loves me. He loves me not. All the way through. So holding the barre, we're gonna go plie, plie, pick it up, little ballet, little jeté, pas de bourrée from the back. Plie, plie, pick it up, little jeté, ballet, pas de bourrée. Now here we're blowing Albrecht a kiss. And then he tries to kiss our hand and we snatch it away and say no. We do it one more time. Blow him a kiss, snatch it away and say no. The third time, we blow him a kiss, we snatch it away, do a full soutenu, another half a soutenu, and start. This will be the last step of Act 1, and this is portraying Giselle's mad scene, where she figures out that Albrecht is not who he said he was, and she dies of a broken heart. So she starts dancing happily. So we're just going to start plie, rond de jambe, and 2 rond de jambes. Again, plie, rond de jambe, 2 rond de jambes. From the back, plie, rond de jambe, 2 rond de jambes, and here, for the second set, you notice Albrecht, and suddenly you realize that he's not who he said he was, and it makes you so upset, and you start to count your flowers, and every one is a no. He doesn't love me. For 4 counts. Then you're gonna go 5, 6, desperately reaching. Post 5, 7, 8. Here you clutch your heart, because Giselle has a heart problem and her heart's not good, so when she dances too much, that's what makes her die in the end. So she clutches her heart, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're ready to start to the left. So for rond de jambes, en l'air, and frappes, we're now in the second act. So my character is a Willy, and she's a spirit. One of the famous steps that we start with is a rond de jambe where we're attached, 2 girls, and we're pulling up, supporting each other. So we're going to use that step to inspire this combination. So we're going to go rond de jambe, piqué up, double rond de jambe, lower. Rond de jambe, piqué up, double rond de jambe, coupé down. Petit pas down, and petit pas down. 3 double frappes to the side. Petit pas open to the left. All right. An Adagio, and it will have grand pas in it too. So it's also based on the steps of the Willies. There's a famous scene where all of the Willies in unison are chugging across the stage. So it's based on that, combined with Giselle's famous entrance, where she does an Adagio and promenades. So we're going to start. Little preparation. Développé 2, 3, 4, and 4 grand pas to the front. Sorry, 3 grand pas. Brush to plie. Then we're going to go chug, 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 hold, chug, 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 hold, fouette to the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Brush, hold, chug, 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 hold, chug, 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 hold, fouette to the side. Battement to the side, développé to the side, brush to arabesque, promenade, other side. Battement to the side, développé to the side, plie and arabesque, promenade, and finish in a lovely Willy's pose. I'm going to teach you just a tiny part of one of the famous scenes of Giselle, where all of the Willies are dancing in unison. So in this scene, the queen of the Willies, Myrta, calls us all together, and we join her in a big block formation in the back, in a tendu with our arms crossed. Then we plie, coupe, and we go pas de bourrée, step, fouette. Repeat it to the left. Pas de bourrée, step, fouette. Repeat it again. Pas de bourrée, step, fouette. Last time. Pas de bourrée, step, fouette. Then you do just the fouettes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Susu and finish. So the power in this section is really that all of us are jumping in unison, and we have these long white tutus, so you can't see our legs, you just see our feet pointing underneath the tutus and the tulle softly floating. So it's really powerful.